Hello everybody, welcome back. Picking right up where we left off. We're currently heading for the gold mine for the technical backpack to increase my weight carry capacity by 10 pounds. So with well fed, that'd be a 20-pound bonus to my carry capacity, which is big. And if we can find a frickin' moose, I didn't check for him over there yet, but the other two spots he likes to roam around and he wasn't at, which is odd. Well, like I told you guys, if I leave this rifle here, there'll be moose all over it. If I bring it with me, it's like, I swear it's just my curse or something. Actually, I need to do this for 2 seconds. All right, I apologize. The heater kicked off, so I had to reset it real quick and turn it on. It was blowing cold air on me, and it's like 20 frickin' degrees out, you know? I don't want it getting cold in here. Almost broke my frickin' wrist sitting down. I went to get back on the chair, and I put my hand down, and I like overextended it, and it's hurting like hell right now. That's like my hand I use on the keyboard. It's all right. I'll be all right. Oh, man, I can take it, man. Excuse me. Just still getting over that damn RSV crap or whatever the hell it was I had. Like I said before in previous videos, I thought I was gonna die. But it's been a good 6 months and I'm still dealing with it. I mean, I've been on, I can't even tell you how many rounds of freaking antibiotics. I'm beginning to think those things don't even freaking work. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, shit, man. Got lost for a second there. Lost my bearing. Got babbling. Yeah, there's a guy that I watch, Sprocket Games, I think his channel's called. He's a really cool, mellow kind of guy. Really good at, narrating and, just his commentary while he's playing. And he's really, really a mellow, not a potty mouth like me, but he's fun to watch. He does the crouch aggro thing I was telling you guys about with this, which can get a little bit, hard to watch. Other than that, I really enjoy his content. He seems like just a super cool guy. He talks about like his, I think he collects knives and stuff. He's into like the bushcraft and stuff, which I'm very big into. I have my own survival bags. I have plenty of knives and machetes and axes and hatchets. And I actually hand carved an axe. I'd love to take a picture for you guys. I actually hand carved it myself. I put a axe that I had already next to it, and I just kind of kept shaving. I have this really super sharp knife I use, and I hand did it, and I sanded the shit out of it, and it came out badass. I like coated it with boiled linseed oil, like I don't know, 15, 20 times. It soaks right in there, and it waterproofs the wood. And I put the top part on really good with put the pins in there. Well, they're like little wedges and in the top, and then I took the axe head, the flat part of the very top of it, and I ran it through my my grinder wheel. Like first I hit it with the coarse, and then I did it with the fine, and it's perfectly flat. It shines. Then I coated the end of that as well, boiled linseed oil, and I put this like epoxy over the where you put the wedges in, where on the very top, over the wood part, so it's got like this shine to it. But it came out really good. The axe head is super sharp. I hit that with the grind wheel as well, and then I by hand I just took the stone and just one direction on both sides. I do like 20 on one side, flip it through the other side, 20, and I just kept doing that, getting all them little burrs and stuff off the blade, and it is super sharp, man. It cuts through wood like nothing. And it only weighs like, I think 7.5 pounds total. So for an axe that light, because I wanted something light, but I wanted something that would also work good, right? I can put it in my bag and carry it. Because I got other ones that they're super heavy. They're nice, but they're just heavy. I got machetes. I got survival knives. I have the Rambo style ones. I got a really, really super nice one. It's got the end that pops off. It's got the compass on it, and it's got fishing line in there and hooks and matches and that part's waterproof. When you screw that cap on, it's got like this big round rubber ring gasket type thing, and it just seals it really nice. I've submerged it several times, and I got paper in there. Like I put a piece of regular paper in there so I could see, and I submerged it in water, and I put a bucket on top of it and left it there all day and pulled it out. Had to be in there a good 8 hours. That thing was bone dry in there, so that thing works nice. I got plasma lighters, like that light underwater. Them are pretty badass. They're good for starting fires, though. You get some good tinder. Take some birch bark or something, or whatever you can find out in the wild. Because I used to be big into camping. Bushcraft style. Not totally bushcraft, but like a blend between the two, right? Like I'd set up I've set up hammock. I have a hammock. Zips up. It's nice. And I love it because it's got the straps on it are badass. You put them around a tree and they it's got like almost like a strap you'd use on a truck, right? The ratchet, and you just ratchet it to the tree, and then you get inside of it. You put your bag in there, and it zips up. It's got a screen. You can keep it covered if it's a little chilly or whatever. I usually try to put it somewhere near the fire, not obviously close. You don't want your freaking hammock near a fire, but I don't make huge fires anyway when I'm out. Right, make little small ones that are just functional. Yeah, anglers down out there. That's what I thought, man.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load.
Just to really enjoy doing that stuff, though. Just finding someone to do it with would be nice. My wife couldn't because of her health, but if she was healthy, she would have went with me. I know that. Felt bad because the last 5 years, 6 years or so, she was kind of married to an oxygen tank. She had to sleep with a ventilator, and she was in and out of the hospital a lot. When she'd go in, she'd be there 6 days. She'd badger them to let her home, and then she'd come home, and she'd be home like 3-4 days, and we'd have to call the ambulance because I couldn't transport her because of her oxygen. When her oxygen tanked like that, real low, the ambulance had the oxygen that could go up because the home oxygen machines only go up to like 5. And when she got really bad, she needed to be like on 15, 20, sometimes 30 liters. It was bad. It was just hard to watch. So anybody watching this, if you're having health issues, my heart goes out to you. Just remember, there's other people out there that are right there with you. My heart goes out to anybody that's dealing with anything that's debilitating like that, because that's just
This pack is getting too heavy to
I
carry.
mean, she handled it very well, though. She really did. And she was a fighter. She hung on a lot longer than they thought. The doctors gave her, I don't know, a year to make it, and that was about 6 years before she passed. So she went 5 years more than they thought. Yeah, she was in and out of the hospital and stuff, and I couldn't get her. I couldn't get her there. Like I said, I couldn't transport her. Sometimes she'd get transports to the house as well, depending on, the situation. That's right, fool. I ain't fucking playing with you. Thank you for 3, ass munch. All right, enough of doom and gloom. But anyway, I hope you're all well. I worry about people. I really do. I was hoping to get you know, my my mobility, my pain, and all that and stuff under control, where I could, you know, possibly volunteer some time like at the hospital, or you know, maybe a nursing home or something, or because I'm a musician, you know, like get a couple people together locally and just go in there and entertain the old folk. I think that'd be kind of neat because they that nursing home shit, boy. Let me tell you, my father ended up with um like dementia, but not really bad. It was like Alzheimer's was what he was dealing with, but he also was diabetic and had a health issue, so he didn't get as bad. My mother, she was living with me and my wife for 18 months, and she had dementia. And boy, let me tell you, that is not fun. Let me tell you right now. And I mean, she, yeah, just some of the episodes were pretty scary. You know, she called the cops thinking there was people outside her window, and she one time got in her car and drove to a local motel and was writing "Help Me" on the window with a chocolate cupcake frosting. And she called me and told me that there was a helicopter, news crew, and there was military running around outside her room. And the motel freaked out and called me and my wife, and we had to go pick her up. Then they banned her from the place, and I tried to explain it to the woman. You know, she's got dementia. And the woman was kind of rude. I said, you know what? I hope and fucking pray you don't ever have to deal with this. You know, it's not her fault. She's not doing it on purpose. She had no clue what she was doing. And to watch that go on, it's just, you know, this woman who was very strong. My mother was an angel. She really was. She loved everybody. And she took care of her family. And so did my father. So I have that. I had that. You know, they're both gone. They passed within the last 6 years. But so it's just me, you know. It was my parents and my wife and I. We traveled from Mass when we were living in Massachusetts still, and we'd come down to Disney and go to SeaWorld, and you know, just the four of us. And times that you know, I like to remember. So just remember that, you know, if you lose somebody, just try to think of the good things. That's what's been getting me through this whole mess. You know. Sorry, get a little choked up talking about it. It's been a rough year, man.
That smarts a bit.
Every day I talk to my wife still. Tell her I love her. Tell my parents I love them and miss them all. And I recently lost my pit bull mastiff. He's about 102 pounds. Brindle, beautiful dog. Best demeanor ever. His name was Boo. We called him Boo Bear. Or Mr. Bear. He answered to them all. He passed on me on October 31st, so Halloween, at like 8 o'clock. That was tough to deal with. I had him so long. He's just a beautiful dog.
Stayed soon.
I mean, couldn't ask for better demeanor in a dog, really. And he was just a really kick-ass looking. I brought him when I brought him to the vets, I'd be like in the room in the cubicle. I'd be in there about a half an hour. 'Cause you got to wait for the vet to come in. You know, it's usually a good 30, 40-minute visit, right? And I'd bring him out in the lobby, and everyone in the lobby would go, "Oh!" at the same time. He was just such a beautiful dog. You'd have to see him. He was so exotic looking. He looked like a tiger, you know, with the brindle. And he was the light brindle, not because there's like two kinds. There's like the light, and then there's a dark brindle, which is like a super dark brown and black. Mine was the tan, like a light beige and black stripes all around him. He was just a beautiful dog. Big son of a bitch, let me tell you, he's scary. If you didn't know him, like people coming to my yard, they used to freak out. They'd be like, "What the hell?" You know, it's like, don't worry, you ain't gonna do nothing. Come over and lick you to death. Bring you in the house and show you where the frickin' silverware is. Calm down, people. A couple times, though, I saw his hair stand up. There was some guy rolling around the yard one day, and he come up to the back gate, and my dog was back there, and I went outside because I heard my dog going bullshit. And you know dogs bark. My pit bull had a very distinct, there's somebody something going on bark, you know what I mean? Like just like my Jack Russell does. And I heard that, so I ran outside, and this guy standing by telling me to call my dog off. So what the fuck are you talking about, man? You're on my property, dude. He's just guarding his yard. It's what you get the hell out of here. You know what are you doing here? Roaming around my yard. You're lucky the gate was shut. You know, because sometimes they leave it open. That dog could get out front, you know. And his hair was standing right up, man. He was like, I never seen him like that. It's the first time. And so I told, I patted him, told him to calm down. And well, it turns out the guy was looking for his lost cat. I said, well, that's fine, but you come to the front door and you knock and you ask me if for permission to walk around my yard. You don't just walk around people's yards because your cat's missing. I mean, I get it. You want to find your cat, but just knock. I'm going to be like, yeah, sure, dude, go ahead. I'll put the dog in the house. Walk around, check everything out. I said, I can tell you this, he's not in the backyard because that dog would go after cats like you wouldn't frickin' believe, man.
So crazy right
Ah, son of a bitch. There goes a slot. Motherfucker. Ay, ay, ay. Dudes, this shit's getting fucking real quick. I mean, I gotta ditch pants and shit. Fuck. That didn't help any. Well, we're down 3 slots, guys. But anyway, it was just a great animal. Just didn't like cats for some reason. I rescued him, and he had all kinds of worms, heartworm, ringworms, all kinds of worms. So, cost quite a bit at the vets. Tried finding this family for quite some time, and just decided we'd keep him because the animal control and all that told me, that they probably wouldn't be able to rehome him because, he was, people like to have younger dogs or puppies and he was a big intimidating son of a bitch, like if you didn't know him, you ran across that dog and, you'd shit probably. He was that intimidating, but beautiful dog, I didn't have his ears cut and all that crap, you know what I mean? He had his full tail, he had the flop ears, he was just a really pretty dog. I don't know why people do that to them. But it's just the way it is. It just makes them look mean and gives them a bad rep, One thing I've learned too over the years is no such thing as a bad dog. It's bad owners. You teach a dog to be mean, it's going to be mean. You teach a dog to be gentle, it's going to be gentle. When I rescued this dog, he was shit. Did I go by where I needed to be? No, it's down here. Okay. He was very gentle, and he wasn't fixed at that point. And I brought him to the vet, and the female tech that took him in is like, I can't believe the demeanor of this dog. I sat in there with him waiting for them to come in, because he had to have a little surgery for his, to get him fixed, and he had this like a little bit of a hernia they had to repair. Because I couldn't believe how well behaved the other dogs were acting up, and he just laid there looking at him like, you're a bunch of fools. I said, that's what he does. He doesn't care. He just lay there looking. He at least look at my 2 dogs. The little ones were like, what the hell are you idiots doing, Well, we're down another slot. Our warmth bonus is now 40, and was part of my thinking with this challenge, because it's going to start getting real, because it's going to be cold. And it gets progressively colder, and I'm losing slots. I just lost the 3rd one. I shouldn't have lost the first 2, but I'm not going to talk about it. We'll deal with it. If I have to forego the moose hide satchel and just get like 2 improvised, let's see here. Grab these, see what I mean? That'll give me back almost 8 on the temp, which would be huge. However, I would have to forego the crampons and the satchel. But I think I would be fine with that. As long as I got the backpack and well fed, I think I could manage that, I mean, you have to manage it anyway if you think about it. Because you only have them two until you get the moose hide satchel, which takes 12 days to freaking cure the hide. Oh boy, I guess I'll do it. Alright, Astrid. Shit, am I stuck in here? There we go.
I never felt so cold.
Sorry, Astrid. I didn't mean to down with you like that. Put your clothes back on. Would be nice and warm. Ah, shit, they're backwards. Come on, man, get it together. Actually, you know what? I'm not aware of those there. Yeah, I don't really think. I don't know. I'm gonna try it for a little bit. We'll do that number. No, I can't. 'Cause it's not the right slot. Okay, never mind. It's got to be here. So those 3 slots I lost. Which, oh, that fucking hurts. That hurts bad. These 2 hurt. That hurt. The pants is bad. I mean, if I end up freaking sacrificing a coat slot, man, it's going to start getting real fucking ugly. I'm going to have to make sure I hit coal runs like hardcore.
Mouth so dry.
For a second there, I thought I was crouching. I gotta get this other heater on in here. It's going on 637 and it's starting to get freaking cold in here. Oh. Yeah, this cave kind of blows for coal if you haven't noticed.
I need to find food.
Oh yeah. Where are you, Jakey? The Chihuahua disappeared. Where'd you go, buddy? Sorry, banged my damn headset in the mic. Oh, dragging my ass. Why am I so heavy? I have a bunch of bullshit on me or something. Don't need that. Not that was huge or anything. Let's see here. No, 3 frickin' pots. I got all this fuel on me. Rifle, frickin' pistol. I need to get my ass to that frickin' gold mine. Is what I need to do. Go ahead and eat. Get rid of this can. Hopefully it don't give me food poisoning. A lot of flares too. I think I'm gonna drop a few of these. Don't need them all. I don't need that thing. I can probably, nah, it's like 0.22. I'll leave it alone there. Might have to get rid of a pot or leave it somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. I'm only moving this bad too. I'm heavy and I'm fatigued. We'll go ahead and drink one of these. I'm gonna drink another one. Doesn't increase the duration, doesn't stack, but see how it filled up my fatigue meter more. So I love the rose hip and the peach pies. You can frickin' jack your crap right up to full in no time. Well, that's some badass food there. I gotta start taking more advantage of that. I think I'm gonna have to in this run too. I think I'm gonna have to use all the tools in our shop, you know. shit, that's right. There's a rope climb right here. Oh boy. Great, now I gotta ditch shit. That's alright. And I have no choice. Let's see here. Get rid of one more of those. Get rid of that. Probably ditch one of those. Ditch one of these. I hate to say it, but those gotta go. Drop that. Oh boy, I hate dropping my freaking wood. I gotta get light though. I guess I'll drop these crap ones. Let's see, anything here I can get rid of? Not really. I do have 10 pounds of water on me though. I'm not gonna get rid of that black powder just yet. Oh boy, this is getting tricky. Way too much shit. I always forget that there's a stupid little rope in here. I mean, I could go up, lighten up, come down, grab this shit, and mule it out, but damn. I think I almost have to at this point. Just drop a bunch of stuff. Go up top, drop a bunch more, come back down. You know what I mean? What I'll do here is I'll just pop. Didn't I drop one of those on the ground? Oh, come on. I just want the damn energy drink. It's highlighted on the second there, and I grabbed the stick. All right, I'm going to go up, lighten up some more, and grab some of that shit. Shit. God, I hate that. All right, I got to lighten up. Shit's got to be right here somewhere, right? Yeah, there it is. Shit.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Ah, shit. Well, this stuff here, it's not really crazily important, I guess. Oh, come on. 84, fuck. This is proving to be quite freaking challenging. I'll have to drop that, I guess. The fuel wasn't meant to be, I guess. I can get rid of that for right now. I mean, I come across those things all the time. Actually, I don't need that stone, but it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm going to call this one here, so please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care, guys.